I would like to educate you on the definition and characteristics of a narcissist before proceeding into the video. What is the clinical definition of a narcissist? Narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, is characterized by a pervasive pattern of grandiosity, a constant need for admiration, and a lack of empathy. People with NPD often have a sense of entitlement, believe they are special, and require excessive admiration. Understanding NPD involves recognizing these patterns and seeking professional support for both individuals and those affected by their behavior. Yeah, all narcissists need professional help. Therapy can make those feelings much better.
Good morning. Happy Saturday, Roughnecks. And as a lot of you know, we had a little incident with our buddy Chrissy last night, who was intoxicated big time. So I thought we would have some fun with that, and while we still can, because I hope he's aware that his being out of jail pending trial is contingent upon his being clean and being sober, which all he did last night, between that and a surprise I'm going to show you, all he did was give the judge all the reason in the world to piss test him. Well, I cannot really talk. I have been shooting the burgers before my live streams and getting all geeked because I want to be like Chris and do what I have delusions of grandeur of what he is doing. But oh well, he will win every time. Enjoy.
This is my third time trying to get this live stream to work.
Maybe you should try it sober.
There's been a lot of people asking for an update on what happened at my pretrial hearing for Meade County the other day, so I wanted to come on here and give you guys an update for that. This isn't going to be a very long live stream. I got a lot going on.
Oh, did you get a job?
I'm actually working on getting back in the saddle on doing the videos that are, you know, the videos, the ones that we do here.
Would that be the ones where you slander judges that are over your cases, slander the prosecutors responsible for upholding justice, or the ones slandering police officers who don't back down from your YouTube bullshit?
On this channel, we've got some really, I've got one in the shoot right now that I'm working on that is for your boy Michael Kiser and his buddy, his life mate, Meade County government official, that they're in love together, those guys. I've got a video.
So you're saying that JJ Scarborough and I are gay? I really know that's not what you meant, Chris. I just like taking things out of context and trying to make other people look bad due to my little pride down below. I digress. But there is something to say. I wish I could talk about the mean prosecutor that indicted me a bunch for crazy shit I did. You, sir, Mr. Writer, are the man. Carchal.
You are always talking about someone being homophobic. I guess you don't really have a good understanding of love. Two guys can love each other, Mike, and not being emotionally involved or in any other way.
On them and what they're facing that's coming your way so that you can see it at the same time as they find out. And yeah, we're okay.
No, actually, you're pretty damn far from okay, and I'll explain why. Narcissistic sociopath. A narcissistic sociopath is someone who manipulates and harms others for their own personal gain.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong.
They have traits of both narcissistic personality disorder and antisocial personality disorder. Narcissism refers to self-serving behaviors without consideration of other people's feelings, while sociopathy refers to antisocial behaviors, criminality, and a lack of regard for the emotions of others.
We are fighting for justice for you. We apologize for the behavior by the narcissist and that you have yet to get justice. It is coming.
Now let's move along and finish this discussion. I am sure I will have to eat crow going forward. Let's see. Sociopaths are more cunning and manipulative than narcissists because they can take on any persona that suits them. Damn, doesn't that sound familiar?
Speaking of taking on other personas, remember this one time at boot camp that someone got stung by a bee and left. However, that very same person said they got shot in combat. So is a soldier side of someone a persona, or was that part of the cosplay in which someone and their life partner may engage? Oh, by the way, I am asking for a friend.
So anyway, and you, whoever trolls are in here that are watching Kiser and his live streams where him and that Meade County official just are in love with each other and talking about how obsessed they are with Tiffany and I.
Pot, this is Kettle. I thought maybe y'all should meet.
You can go over and let them know that they ought to be sniping this stream. And the next one, I was thinking about taking a trip to Oklahoma County, Oklahoma. Put a one in the chat if you guys would like to go to Oklahoma County, Oklahoma with us.
Well, how are you going to pull that off when you can't set up any more GoFundMes?
Went very well. Very common for a pretrial to kind of establish what's going to happen in the rest of the proceedings. So that's pretty much how it went because, and I did, I do have that's going to be, presented to the public better later, but there's really nothing to present. I mean, somebody like, Kiser might try to find something interesting out of a boring pretrial, but
no, what I find interesting is the lies that you put out on your channel. And even though your woman beating ass has been debunked time and time and time and time again, you still have morons that give you money. I guess a fool and their money are soon parted, and maybe you should stop spending your money on illicit substances. And that's not just an accusation. That's something I'll be showing you shortly.
Dude, give me a break. Is that all you got? 1, he is not a wife beater. One of the cases were dismissed. You should know what that is. Your case for allegedly unaliving someone was dismissed, and you would have to be on illicit substances. Well, never mind. I digress.
The judge that was on the case, all the Meade County judges recused, which, is interesting, actually, because...
Not really interesting. You made videos lying and slandering the judge and the prosecutor that first has your case assigned.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong.
The Meade County prosecutor is the one that affected the charges on me.
Oh, that's why you slandered and lied about her. Got it.
And she had already recused.
On a separate case, you woman-beaten piece of trash. She has all the authority to try you on another case.
So, how does that work, y'all? Does anybody know how that's supposed to work?
Well, you're the one that's supposed to be teaching us about the law and procedure, so why don't you tell us?
Take action against somebody that they've recused from.
Because you committed more crimes in their jurisdiction that were not in any way associated with the first crimes that you committed in that jurisdiction.
You're a bitch.
Anybody know? I know the answer. I'll tell you the answer in a minute, but I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time to sort of talk about it in chat here real quick. Who signed the PC? Yeah, that's a good question there, Joey. Well, it was the complainants were Meade County official Scarborough, and then one on behalf of his daughter, and then a friend of his named Mike, which we'll talk about more when the video comes out, because, boy, they probably shouldn't have filed charges, because what's going to happen is their little scam that they're running is going to come out in the courtroom. Uh-oh.
Not gonna happen. No, not gonna happen. Not.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong.
You know that what you just said makes you financially liable for any incursion of fees, damages, legal fees that they now have to incur in order to civilly take you on. You're aware of this, right?
Their little scam's going to have to come out in the courtroom because I got to prove my evidence. But anyway, let's get back to that prosecutor. So Prosecutor Sidney Durham, Meade County, Kentucky prosecutor, was not allowed to take those charges against me. It was a conflict of interest.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
Does she know you personally? Have you dated her? Did she date Tiffany at some point? Does she currently date JJ? Okay, then what is the conflict?
True, when you were born, the doctor turned around and slapped your mother?
Y'all think they may have a friendship, and this is a personal case for another county official. There are all.
She got herself smacked real hard with a very serious bar complaint.
Is that anything like the complaint that's been filed with the Indiana State Bar that's investigating you, dumbwaiter, and Tifaho for practicing law without a license?
You are one of the pettiest people that I have ever seen. Why do you fixate on them? What if we spend our entire lives making people around you aware of everything you have done? If we do, it would be at least true. I have copies of your convictions. Want to see?
And that is just among many other things. But mainly what happened at pretrial was the judges had recused. We got a Hardin County judge, Shoemate, and which is fine, good. It's supposed to probably be in a different district.
Why is that? You broke the law in Meade County time and time and time and time again. Do you know what the 10th Amendment says, dumbwaiter?
But we'll have to put in a motion to change venue altogether, which I'm kind of curious about how the clerks are able to continue clerking on my case, because the clerks are allegedly victims in the original case and should be recused too, I would think.
Are the clerks one of the attorneys in the case? Are the clerks a judge in the case? Or any of the clerks jurors in your case? Then why would they have to recuse if them doing their job has absolutely zero effect on the outcome of your criminal trial? You wife-beating drunk piece of trash. I guess I need to see what time it is and get some shut-eye. I'll go for a few more minutes.
So, yeah, YouTube does not seem to give a flying shit about their own policies unless it's some little whiny bitch government official writing letters to them. So, yeah, YouTube does not seem to give a flying shit about their own policies unless it's some little whiny bitch government official writing letters to them. That's the only ones they seem to care about, is whiny bitch government officials. But anyway, so...
Wait a minute. So it's YouTube's fault that the people of Meade County are holding you accountable for not only your crimes, but the crimes that you were dumb enough to commit on a camera. It's YouTube's fault that you're being held accountable. Well, I know I just misspoke. He is talking about how you and good old tongue-tied guy who was arrested for assaulting the lady that gave birth to him and was kicked out of his house at 15.
I don't know if maybe Meade County thought that we were going to take this laying down or something. They don't know us very well.
What, that you don't know when to shut the fuck up?
You're a bitch.
And I have no doubt that they'll try to do that some more. By they, I mean one particular individual who's probably going to be seeing concrete walls very soon, and not because of his position, but because of the position he just put himself in by filing these frivolous charges against me.
I don't think so.
If they're so frivolous, then why did a prosecutor take them and prosecute you? Why did a judge let it stand? Why didn't your lawyer file for a motion to dismiss already if they're so frivolous.
And the reason being is because, well, we have to go to court. And when we go to court, there's going to have to be, what's going to happen in court, guys, is I don't have a choice but to bring evidence, right? And what's going to happen is we're all going to be sitting in a court of law with a different judge, probably with a different venue, and we're all going to be watching Michael Kiser's YouTube channel.
I don't think so. And let me tell you why. One, I'm not the one accused of a crime.
A very sad life with other people just like him in his bubble. Well, if anyone wants to help make some calls this week, let me know. I want to show him what it's like. If anyone has people around Oklahoma City, we have flyers to put up. And please do not call the prosecutors in Alabama and say anything. I don't want Kiser to get in any trouble. It's just not fair. I think Etowah County is the one you need to stay away from.
The judge is actual evidence. Swinging him this.
To effect these false charges all along. And I had it all recorded. So Kiser, you can go run like a little bitch and go take everything down off your channel.
No, I think I'll pass, but I appreciate the offer.
For the victim to watch along with a different judge. But we're also going to have our notepad ready so that we can make sure that the FBI does, in fact, get pressured to do their job this time.
So what you are saying is that you want the FBI to investigate someone not because of any fracture of law, but because you got them intimidated into doing it?
He doesn't understand that harassment is illegal. I mean, the dude is really, honestly, he really is stupid.
And how many felonies did you record yourself committing?
You know, we tried to contact her to tell her to put a leash on the little thing that she created.
I got bad news for you, dumbwaiter. Your own mother is a paid member in my channel. That should tell you all you need to know. And by the way, those of you that support this moron, listen to me when I tell you this. His mother is a fine lady, and I thank her for her support.
It's pretty sickening that you would even reach out to his mother. Man, you have interfered in someone's family business. What about your mom and her DUIs? Video coming. Keep on, Kiser. Let's see how this is going to feel.
Like, why would you want to hurt the reputation of children? Things that have been decided in court as to not have been true.
First of all, the only damage to any child's reputation is the unfortunate fact that Tifaho is the woman that brought them into this world. But I happen to know for a fact that those children, once they were taken from Tiffany by the state and their individual respective fathers investigated by the state and then awarded custody by a judge, are in fantastic hands with their fathers and their stepmothers. Too bad Tiffany couldn't do that good of a job as a mother. But I guess the dope was more important. I love dope too. Let's see, what has it made me do? There I go again. I better stop. Poor Cameron. He was my friend and I messed up our friendship. I hope it does not happen with my...
And making phone calls and video after video after video and contacting everyone by stalking us that he sees in our life or in our videos or on our Facebooks or associated or family members. As he's doing that and then going on his channel and making a big deal out of nothing.
I am going to end this here. I feel that I have proven the lies and slated things along with projecting. I really feel that this guy is not worth any more of my time tonight. All he does is fantasize about Tiffany getting fed up with being loved and respected. He must live a very sad life with other people just like him.